All right, let's talk about something we all think we know, but maybe we don't. Today, we're diving into the world of optometry, and trust me, there is way more to it than meets the eye. So let me ask you a question. When you think optometrist, what's the very first thing that pops into your head? For pretty much everyone, it's that share, right? And the question, which is better, one or two? We think of it as the place we go to get a new prescription for glasses or contacts. Well, what if I told you that's just barely scratching the surface? Seriously, the reality is that an optometrist is a crucial primary healthcare provider. Their role in your overall health is, well, it's way bigger than most of us ever imagined. So, first things first, let's really nail down what optometry actually is. Get the official definition down so we're all on the same page. This is going to be the foundation for everything else we uncover. Okay, so here it is, straight from the World Council of Optometry. And look at the language they use. These words are not accidents. Primary healthcare practitioners, comprehensive eye and vision care. This isn't about being a technician who just fits you for lenses. This officially frames them as frontline health experts. And that brings us to a really common point of confusion. What is the difference between an optometrist and an ophthalmologist? It's simple, really. An optometrist is a doctor of optometry, or an OD. They're your go-to for eye exams, prescriptions, and managing a ton of eye diseases. An ophthalmologist is a medical doctor, an MD who handles advanced stuff like eye surgery. The best way to think of it? Your ophthalmologist is basically the family doctor for your eyes. So, how did we even get here? I mean, this profession didn't just appear overnight. It's actually been on a fascinating journey, evolving from a simple craft into a full-blown medical science. This whole story is pretty wild. The first glasses showed up way back in the 13th century. But for hundreds of years, making glasses was seen as more of a craft, like being a carpenter or a blacksmith. It wasn't until the early 1900s that the word optometry even started being used. And that was a huge deal. It marked a conscious shift from just being a trade to becoming a regulated, science-based medical profession. All right, now we get to the real heart of the matter. This is the part that might just change how you think about your next eye exam forever. We're going beyond the eye chart to uncover its hidden and, I'd argue, its most important role. Get this. When an optometrist is looking into your eyes, they are not just looking for whether you need stronger glasses. They are on the front lines, screening for some really serious diseases that often have no symptoms at all. We're talking about things like glaucoma, macular degeneration, cataracts, and it goes even deeper. They can spot the telltale signs of huge systemic problems like diabetes and high blood pressure just by looking at the back of your eye. And this right here is the biggest takeaway. Your eyes are the only place in your entire body where a doctor can look directly at your blood vessels in their natural state without having to cut you open. Think about that. It makes your routine eye exam one of the earliest possible places to catch signs of major health problems. So, what is actually happening in that dark room with all that wild-looking equipment? It can feel a little intimidating, right? So let's pull back the curtain and demystify what a modern eye exam really involves. A proper exam today is a whole diagnostic process. You've got the part we all know, the refraction, that 1 or 2 test. But then there's the slit lamp. That's a super high-powered microscope they use to check out the health of your eye structures. Then comes tonometry, that little puff of air test. It's measuring the pressure inside your eye, which is a key screening for glaucoma. And finally, they examine your retina to see the optic nerve and all those blood vessels we just talked about. And check this out. This is where things get really cool and high-tech. A lot of optometrists now use amazing technology like OCT. Think of it like a light-based ultrasound. It creates this incredibly detailed 3D map of all the layers of your retina. This lets them spot diseases years, literally years, before you would ever notice a single symptom. It's a total game changer. So you might be thinking, okay, I get it now, but hold on. Is an optometrist in the United States the same as one in the United Kingdom or Singapore? Well, not exactly. Let's take a quick look at how this profession can be really different depending on where you are in the world. And this table just lays it all out, plain and simple. In the US, becoming an optometrist is a serious commitment. We're talking a 4-year bachelor's degree plus another 4 years of optometry school. That's 8 years. But then you look at the UK, and it's a 4-year degree with a year of supervised work. And in other places like Singapore, it's a 3-year diploma. And, all that different training, well, it leads to a huge difference in what an optometrist can actually do. In the US and Canada, they can do a lot. They prescribe medication, and in some places, they can even do minor surgical procedures. But in the UK, they often need extra qualifications to prescribe meds. And in many other parts of the world, their job is much more focused on just figuring out your prescription and getting you glasses. So, after all that, what's the big idea here? What should you walk away with? It's this. We have to completely reframe how we see this profession. An optometrist is not just a vision specialist. They are a vital, accessible, and absolutely key part of your entire healthcare team. So I'll leave you with this final thought. It's become pretty clear that your eyes truly are a window to your overall health, which really only leaves one question. When was the last time you took a look through it?